Yeah. Should be live now.
Yep.
Recording in a different room. Because Connor cooked us.
He's the worst. I can't even call him a human being.
The worst thing to happen to an app. I'm going to do Gold Rush first, because this stage kind of sucks. Not really. These are actually the best stages in the game. If you were ever so curious.
And let me win for once!
Let me win.
Don't worry, Dr. Cortex. Now that my elemental powers have reached maximum capacity, this is gonna wish he was never.
Don't worry, Dr. Cortex. I'll become a good guy after this game. And then everyone will remember me! No one remembered. Like the Telltale thing shows up at the top of the screen. No one remembered Crush. What was your story?
I guess it'd just be about playing 7. But I only played it for like 2.5 hours. I would have played it longer if it didn't take so long to install. It took 40 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's a 100 gigabyte game.
100 gigabytes? That's not that bad, actually. It's not that big compared to some other RPGs.
Yeah, I guess.
So you beat the beta, and that was it. Not the beta, the demo, and that was it.
Beforehand.
Oh, did you just start where the demo left off?
No, you have to play.
They have an option in the demo that lets you skip it.
No, it said you can't. It says you can't save and it can't carry over.
What?
Yeah.
They made a post saying that you could. That's the only reason I did the demo, is so I could skip it.
Oh no, you still have to play the whole game again.
That's annoying. Why would you do it like that?
I don't know. It's because they added stuff. They added a single scene. Well, they added more to the opening. Like, there's more before what you see in the demo. And they added, like, one scene in the middle. So there's, like, extra stuff. I also feel like the escape sequence went on a little longer in the demo.
Escape sequence? I don't... Oh, like... Oh, yes.
After the bomb, like, and it ignites or whatever. There's, like, more. I feel like. More fights. Or maybe that's just me. But... It's a 2-disc game. And I thought it was going to be like the game is split up into 2 discs. No, the first disc is a data disc.
Yeah,
and then
download
the second
disc.
is the play disc. Yeah, I've never seen that before in a console. I thought it was just like a PC thing.
It's been going on recently. It's why I said Spyro should have been like that. Because, like... I mean, now the game is complete when you buy it, but when it first came out, you had to get a fucking patch to play the rest of the game. Which I still think is a silly decision. Doesn't count as a death, I hope. Also, that Crash Bandicoot app game gets some facts wrong about Crash Bandicoot. It has like a "Did you know" segment, and it's like, oh, this thing on the world map, this is Cortex Despot that Crash destroyed, and Cortex never had a Despot. It belongs to one of the other side characters in one of the other games, but they listed it as Cortex's Despot. There's just gonna be a bunch of little mistakes. I just know it. Part of the reason I hate that you're quiet is that I can never tell if my Discord's fucking up.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to talk sometimes, because I know it's just going to do it.
It hasn't done it recently, though.
I was doing it for you. Like, every, couple seconds you cut out for, a second.
You've been fine so far.
Mm.
You have not cut out on my end, meaning your internet is shit. That's logic, right? What?
That's what. So I don't want to bother like trying to stream here, because it'll probably just bog the internet down.
At your house?
Yeah, and then
Do you
mom will be like, "Why is the internet bad? Are you doing whatever?" And I don't need to deal with that. Because it would be ideal to like play a lot of the games I want to, but it's not gonna be worth the hassle.
Honestly, if that's the case... Huh. I was thinking just screen share it with me, but instead of trying to stream it.
Yeah.
But how would that work?
Yeah, I can hook up Elgato, and then just like in the window.
You can like zoom in the window.
Yeah,
And
but
then
that'd be like really annoying.
But then you could just record the game, and then we can just upload it as a file.
Yeah, but then like record files are massive, and my computer can't even hold 250 gigabytes.
Oh, you're right. That new computer you got sucks.
I don't know why the memory is so low.
Because so is the brain level of the person who bought it. That got scammed into buying it, even though it has better specs than Connor's computer. Connor's $1,000 computer.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't like, ooh, 4K, ooh, it flips.
And it doesn't even do 4K because it skips.
Yeah.
We found out in the E3 stuff, you're going to see that we have to stop doing 1080p because it can't handle it.
It only just does the sample videos where it's like, oh, demonstrate 4K.
It's so stupid.
And then remember he was getting upset that his Skyrim couldn't run at the full setting. He's like, this computer's garbage because I can't play Skyrim in the 100% quality.
That is pretty stupid.
Stupid for his computer and stupid that he's really mad about that.
I mean, if I bought something and it couldn't run a 2000... What was Skyrim? 2012?
2011.
2011 game, I'd be pretty pissed too.
Well, it keeps getting updated and like patched and like it looks nicer.
Yeah, but it's still just a
version of
2011 game.
Yeah. Well, it's like Borderlands with Game of the Year enhanced and all that.
Well, I mean, they didn't re-release Skyrim, did they?
They did. They released it a ton of times.
No, I mean, like,
it's been re-released.
They didn't
it's been
like
released
call it
on, like, the
enhanced.
360. Well, I've done like Game of the Year and Definitive and all this stuff. They're like, oh, new water engine for the game.
Why are they doing that?
Because Todd Howard.
Todd the fraud.
Yep.
I have 96 lives.
It's the best part of this game to get the farm lives.
So, I got a question for you. So, I rewatched 2 BioShock levels recently. Just to see, like, what his points were, right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, because you cut out.
I rewatched 2 BioShock levels recently. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that?
Yeah. The guy complaining.
And he said that... I respect the guy. He made that Ratchet analysis video that, like, I really like. And, like, I get where his opinions are coming from, but, like, either he worded it wrong or he legitimately doesn't know that that's an Uncharted stage. He also gets another fact wrong. He says when the game was announced, it was released with Big Daddy. He listed as the release, when the first trailer came out, Big Daddy and Nathan Drake, which were not revealed until a couple months after the game was revealed. So he got that fact wrong. And this is coming from me, who, when that was happening, was following everything of the game. Literally. How do I... for fuck's sake, really? And I can't die. What button is it? Square? Why is that? Ugh, okay. He said nobody wants to play a Smash Bros. Game for a serious character. That putting serious characters, like, he's like, I'm a huge Metroid fan, and yet for some reason I don't gravitate towards Metroid because no one wants to play a slapstick beat 'em up for serious characters. And since that was all, like, half of All Stars roster, then the roster is bad. I won't argue that the roster is bad, but saying that nobody plays these games for serious characters, I feel, is just very not true.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, for me, that's the reason I prefer All Stars. It's because you have more of a variety of, like, serious, like, Parappa the Rappa and Killzone and all this shit, right? I like the fact that there's more, whereas Smash is just kiddie franchises, and even Metroid is still kind of a kiddie franchise.
Yeah, I mean, you get your exceptions like Bayonetta, Metal Gear Solid,
Kind
Persona.
of. Yeah, but, like, people are still excited when those come out, too.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just felt like that was a stupid point. And apparently the online was worse than Brawls, but, like, I didn't play the online that much. I don't care about playing with people, I just want to play the fucking game. I don't want to have to deal with erratic snipers, like, fucking up my entire online play session. Because that's what it was in the beginning. People spammed Colonel Radic. It was just so fucking annoying, and all he would do is that down sniper move, which they nerfed a lot, but still it's still somehow overpowered. Yeah, there's a death route in this level, by the way. That's why I'm being so fucking slow and careful. But I already missed a box, so it's not like there's any point in me stopping to get the boxes. Yeah, the reignited. What is the insane version of this? Insane. What the fuck am I talking about? In Crash Insane, they take from this game where the color gems are only after death routes and not any other place. This is the game that started it. They stole. They stole from the franchise they were recreating in the first place. What a bunch of fucking assholes. Oh, so rumors for PlayStation 5. Jack's getting remade. Don't know how that's gonna go. It's so they said
Better make Dexter talk in 2 and 3.
Dexter talk?
Yeah, and the death quotes. That'd be so cool. Every mission has a different one.
That
like
would
a couple.
That would be.
Like he has ones for when Jack dies, and then he also has some for like when you fail the mission. Where there was like, like you just hear him say something. That'd be cool.
Fucked up.
Yeah, like he's more like. Yeah, he's more vulgar because of T rating.
We don't know if it's a Spyro Reignited remake or a full like Final Fantasy set. What?
Just I don't think it really needs that. 2 and 3 just need to be easier, but that's like it still plays perfect.
2 and 3, yes, they do need to be easier. 3 was already easier, but like it needs
Or
to
just
be
more checkpoints or something. I think to radically change it.
I think, based on who's working at Naughty Dog right now, that they would have to radically change it. Because you saw what their vision of the game was before it turned into Last of Us. Like, realistic Jack and all these, and Dexter and all these weird-looking environments.
Yeah.
I think if Jack loses that art style, you lose a bit of Jack in the process. Because, like, the whole world is based off that style, and even if it's not something like the creators are super proud of, it's still something that fans instantly recognize. We're
gonna use Skype next time, because I can barely hear you.
Do you think Skype will be better?
We'll try. And if it is, I'm gonna boycott Discord and every time we do a stream. I'm going to say, like, this is what it sounds like with Skype.
What was I gonna say? What I said was I feel like if you lose the art style to Jak and Daxter, you lose what Jak and Daxter is entirely.
Yeah.
Which is why so the only hint we got was that we are getting another remaster of a PlayStation game that spanned multiple that only spanned one console. I don't know if they would count the PSP game because it technically was on PS2. And the other hint was people are going to be angry. And there's been a thing recently online where people are like they should remake the games, but do it like Reignite and all that shit. Maybe add a little bit to like tie the games all in better than they did. Maybe have 3 not have the laziest thing I've ever seen in a Jak game. Did I rant to you about that?
What?
Why the hell is Jak 3 the only game in the trilogy that does not have dynamic music? Jak 1 has it, Jak 2 has it, Jak 3 has nothing. They don't even change the music when you pull out your gun in that game. Or you couldn't hear me, and I have to repeat all that.
You said the music changing?
Yeah. It's the only game out of the trilogy. I don't understand all these things where it's like, oh, this is the, like, Spyro 3. I dock it points because they said it was the easiest game we've ever had to work on, right? Smoothest development time, right? So where's all the polish? Why is it the only Spyro game where Spyro goes into a world and he just pops in? They had an idea before where they were like swooping. I showed you this thing, right? Where they were like swooping through the worlds. But like they completely cut it out. Never talked about it again.
Oh, Nublitz is here. He says, yo.
Yo, Nublitz. How you doing, brother?
He's our only Crash fan.
Yeah.
Has Richard ever like been on for a while?
Not in a while. Not since I stopped doing the schedules. But I don't do them anymore because with Corona, I don't know when we could do anything. It'd probably be a completely inaccurate list. So I just opted out of not doing it for right now until we can get back to actually doing it right.
When season 5 of Brogal happens, then we'll go back to scheduling.
I low-key cannot wait because, like, first of all, we can work on more games so we can make everything right. Which at this rate is going to take a while because we can't really play any games without you here because you're interested in most of the games on the list. Like, I can't finish golf without you. I can't do any of that shit without you. And we were playing so many games that it was crazy. We were gonna start Street Fighter, remember that? We were gonna start Street Fighter and all these games, and then we just couldn't. So now I'm playing games that are technically you would need to play for our other project. But, like, you don't need to play right. You're not supposed to be playing now. I was thinking we should just do the 3 Spyro games that suck. Spyro 4, 5, and Legend, because that's the only 4 that's really gonna, like, blow us.
But you're cutting out seriously. I can barely hear you.
It's weird, because I can hear you just fine. Like, you're not cutting out at all on my end.
Let me hear how it is in the actual stream. Yeah, you sound clear there.
Interesting. Yeah, you're not cutting out for me, like, at all. You're the smoothest it's ever been when it comes to your audio.
I would say call me and like on the phone, and I'll just talk to you through that. But then like while I was having Discord open, but then like that might pick up as well. It'd be easy for me, but not for you.
Do you think phone quality? And also, I have limited data.
Uh,
How long have I been streaming?
19 minutes.
Oh my god, 19 minutes of
So
this
I won't be
stage.
able to hear you for another hour and 10 minutes.
Oh no. Try like moving. Or are you at your desk right now?
On my desk.
Damn. So are you ready to
I don't-
do your vision today?
What?
Your stage you picked out?
Oh, Haven?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're just gonna have to give me a sec to look up what entrance brings you there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was planning on doing, just making our little notes like last time just for that stage.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear your entire vision, Chris. Everything. Even the whole conversation of the materia. So I heard you had black materia. Could you, take care of this? Got that again. So this is where I died last time. Oh, Nelly on ice. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. What the? Where the hell is the death road? What the hell? What the fuck? The death road just wasn't there.
Hmm.
Well, I got all the boxes at least, so that takes care of that. Did I miss it somewhere?
They should make a Crash game where every level is aesthetically different.
I don't know why that has not been a fucking thing yet. Why?
Like, there's no cohesive world. It's just every level's a brand.
Or do it Spiral
It's not a
1.
fight. Yeah, where
Where
like they're
it-
around a theme, but each level is actually a little different.
Yeah. Like Dreamweaver is having a one based on nightmares, Jacques, which is an actual nightmare. And Lofty Castle being like a dream castle, haunted, or is it Lofty Castle or Haunted Castle? No, Haunted Castle's in the third game. Wait, no, that's Haunted Tomb. Haunted Towers is no, that's Enchanted Towers. Wait, I think I'm confusing myself.
You're talking about Double Weenie Wednesday. No, they changed it from Wednesday to Friday.
What? What is that from, SpongeBob?
Mm-hmm.
I figured. Probably an episode I haven't seen.
Yeah, you saw.
Which one?
No weenies allowed.
No weenies allowed. Is that the one where he pretends to be buff?
I don't know. You
'Cause
cut out.
Is that the one where he's like trying to impress Larry?
No, that's Rick Pants. It's the one where he's trying to get into the salty spittoon.
Oh, and they had that spitting gag. About spitting in the cup. Because he like spit and it was just like a little bit of drool.
No.
I'm also stupid, so I need to rewatch SpongeBob is what I need to do. After Seinfeld. You just keep going back and forth between SpongeBob and Seinfeld. It's just like by the time we finish SpongeBob, it's just like, oh, I can't remember what happened in Seinfeld. I need to rewatch that. Feld sign.
You know, right now I'm gonna download. I don't want to download Skype. That's the problem. Because then it's always open.
You can shut it off. Same thing with Discord, though. Discord is technically always open.
Steam.
Say Steam.
Yeah, that's always open. Every time I had to shut it off, but every time I would reboot my computer, I'd always have to update Steam. And it would take a long time, my computer would slow down.
Crash doesn't get extra speed from having Aku in this game. Although, this has proved useful. Fuck me. Not useful. Shit mechanic.
Screw it, I'm downloading Skype. I'm doing it right now to prove a point.
Is this the worst it's been for you?
Yeah, I can't, you're inaudible.
That's so stupid. Because, like, it's coming through on the stream, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder why it's not working.
And, like, we can still use Discord, it's just when streaming it gets really bad.
Have you been able to hear me fine doing the editing?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what the fuck could be causing it then. Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. Shit, fuck.
Should have an email on this. Used it before.
Can you do me a favor? Can you
Sure.
look up Gold Rush Deathroot?
Mm-hmm. Bandipedia. It's the last death route in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It took him a minute to get in the level. This guy has a face cam, I just noticed, and like it took him a minute to finally go into the level. Let's see how long it takes for the level to start because of loading. 1:42.
Hey, it's got a pad out watch time, Chris.
Yeah, the loading actually took him 20 seconds.
It's not that bad. I'm just saying,
I'm
Spiral
not gonna be able to tell what it looks like.
It's a platform that looks like a bonus platform.
Well, like I'm skimming through, but there's a minecart part, right? Or is that the death route?
No, there's a minecart part. You're right.
But it ended with a gem, like in a ending.
Huh? Like a minecart, like a 3D minecart part?
Yeah,
Where?
I'll go back and find out. So that's the death. There's only nitros on it, so I guess it makes sense.
No, fuck me.
I'm looking at the wrong video.
What are you looking at?
It's compactor reactor, but that was the search result. Here's a 50-second video. Oh, it doesn't show you where it is. It just shows them immediately going from it. I hate this. Crash 4 Gold Rush Deathroot.
Did you look at Bandipedia?
Didn't say anything about it.
Fucking really?
Nope. First visit. Deathroot Yellow Gem.
I am absolutely shocked that I just can't find it.
Alright, so it's after like the saloons and stuff in the town. And then it's just sitting next to a barrel. Let's see where you are. Yeah, it's after all that.
Fucking Christ, dude. Just get to the end.
I got into Skype. I saw my old account. Cannot be used for emergency calling. Well, this is an emergency. I can't hear my friend. What if he's having an emergency that I need to be hearing?
Fuck me, dude. Did I get a...
For a photo. See that this is a spiteful moment. I'm in Discord. I am
downloading
walking.
Skype?
Yeah, in a call on Discord, I'm walking through the steps of downloading Skype. It was bad. Alright, Skype's pretty awful. It won't let me use PNG for my picture. I have to use a JPEG.
What?
So
Why?
put it up because it's bad. I'm not proud of this. It's just better because you know the whole point of a call is to be able to hear someone.
I don't know about that, Skype said while looking down your pants. You know businesses use Discord right now?
With their company Wi-Fi.
With their company Wi-Fi? I cannot believe the guy had the gall to tell us, oh, you have company Wi-Fi. You might want to downgrade. But I can't even stream past 2 megabytes per second. I did not mean to get that. I don't know what possessed me to get that fucking checkpoint. I don't want to get checkpoints. I'm like a master at this stage at this point, though. I gotta tell you something about the song, though. It's pretty fucking awful.
What?
The song. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Like, your audio is real quiet. Like, I could barely hear you.
Thank you, that expected.
Oh my god. I'm stuck. They didn't test this? I have to restart the stage. I got stuck. You know what, actually? Fuck that stage for now. I'm going to the better stage. That's a lot harder, but still. A stage that won't get me fucking stuck. My favorite stage thematically in this game. Look at this shit. I should still be friends with you with your old Skype account.
Nah, there's nothing on it.
On your old Skype account?
Yeah, I must have just deleted like everything out. Because you can't get rid of the account itself, and I must have like wiped it as much as I could.
Interesting. Try my YouTube names.
Oh, it's been a while.
I've not used Skype since probably last time I talked to you on Skype. Why I would talk to you on Skype, I can't even remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would I be Dynamite?
Pull from that.
Do you have bad?
Mr. Big 69.
Did you find me?
No. I mean, Discord usually works pretty well for me and Max, so I might just use it for you. Like, just for this. Or if it works just so much better, we'll just boycott Discord.
I don't know why it's I don't know why it's giving you trouble.
Maybe I need audible.com from JonTron, because you are inaudible.
You're cute. That had nothing to do with anything. I was just making a statement. Dude, did you see that fucking that Crash Team Racing character I just jumped on?
No. Oh, the metal.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was stupider, that or having 2 Wolverines.
Why was there 2 Wolverines?
I don't know.
Well, I know one is...
Because one's like Metal Claw and one's wood, like Bone
Yeah.
Claw.
Bone Claw and Adamantium Claw.
But they never had a Bone Claw Wolverine in the game. So it was just made up. There's only Bone Claw like in comics and stuff. Before the experiments.
Maybe they were just gonna like replace him with one of the... But then... something happened, I don't know. Isn't this not a cool looking stage though?
Yeah.
For a Crash stage? Because usually Crashes are boring and lifeless. And this is just a little less boring and lifeless.
If Skype can screen record, then Discord's getting uninstalled.
You should look it up.
And if it can do group calls.
Skype can do group calls. But we would never...
We should use Uvu. Remember that?
What the hell is Uvu?
It's like another thing like Skype. Uvu. Start using that and really tell Sharky how it's better than Discord.
So the death route here, I remember because I really like this stage. It's behind... I don't know if you can see it, but it's behind...
You can screen share.
You can?
Yep. On Skype.
It's right behind the boxes, the death route. It's kind of hard to see. So, do you want to just try Skype next time?
Yeah. Because Max has been telling me that like Skype is better anyway. Because he always used to use it and he said he had no problem. And then ever since Sharky introduced Discord, he's switched over to it. But like it has more issues. But the weirdest thing is during Borderlands, I hear you fine. Unless you're just not talking or something, but...
Very possible.
Sharky. Yeah, it's usually just Sharky and Max talking. But like, I hear you better there. I know Shark is saying, oh, the server, is better, but then when we switched over to it and he joined, it was still just as bad.
Yeah, that one time.
Not you. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I did the wrong thing. I like to do the death route and then die to bring me back so I keep the gem, but I keep forgetting to just... Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, I like the 7 remake so far. Only in chapter 3, and that's like... They do like add a lot of stuff, because instead of just going to 7th heaven and like going downstairs and having a meeting, it's nighttime and Tifa got Cloud an apartment, so he has to go stay in the apartment, and then he goes back in the morning.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just me, like, because there's just tons of people everywhere and you can listen to what they say, so I've been just doing that because it's interesting.
Yeah, world building.
Because, like, they all respond to, like, the bombing of the reactor. And it's cool because it's, like, the people in the upper plate, that's what you see first, just panicking and wanting to get on a train to, evacuate. But then you go to the slums and they're all like, oh, they got what they deserve. Or they're like, oh, how do you say something like that? Oh, they're going to be moving down here now.
Something
and then in the morning, it's like them talking about like the aftermath. It's like, oh, what's Shinra gonna be doing? Why hasn't the president or the mayor said anything?
That's why they need to make a Jack remake and add that detail. Because the townsfolk never like talk.
Yeah.
Unless they're being talked to.
Hit them with a car.
You hit them with a car and they're just like, help, and then that's it.
And then as soon as you nick a guard, they're just like, oh, send the entire force after you.
He just hit me with his fucking skateboard intentionally. I'm telling Dad.
Tony Hawk is in Haven City. Get kill him.
Tony Hawk. The Haven City whore is back.
Yeah, I just love it, like how Golden Soul Server getting to like do Kanto again. I love the whole idea of it being 3 years later and like everything's changed.
Isn't that kind of what Black 2 and White 2 does?
Yeah, I just haven't played them yet, so I don't really know. One cool thing is that in that game, you don't start in like a generic small town. You actually start in the first city. That's where like where your character lives.
Haven't other games done that?
No.
Hmm.
It's always small town.
Or maybe
like
X and Y, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, 'cause I don't know anything about those games.
X and Y are the last ones.
Try to be different, and they're like, oh, Island Kahunas instead of gym leaders.
Which, you know what, all power to them for trying to change the formula.
Yeah, but then Sword and Shield just went back to gyms. But now they're like FIFA arenas, even though those aren't what gyms are. Gyms are like, you work out.
So my issue is that aesthetically, it's different. Same concept, though.
Yeah.
They might as
What were we
well.
talking about? Like, what if they like made move customization, like kind of like Final Fantasy, where you have a move, you can change its type and its power, and like what effect it does, but you can only like add maybe like 1 or 2 of those things. That'd be cool. You can upgrade them, like upgrade Bite to Crunch. But no, they wouldn't do that in the game because Bite makes the Pokemon flinch, and then Crunch lowers their defense.
So who cares? Make it so it just changes the stat. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, but maybe you can like apply what it does. Change the accuracy. Maybe like lower the accuracy for more power.
All I know is Pokemon needs to stop with the stupid fucking gimmicks.
Gimmicks are not innovating anything.
Make the gameplay fucking good. Don't worry about trying to sell Gigantamax or...
Yeah, I looked up all of the Mega Evolutions, like what their designs are, and I hate every single one of them. I don't think a single one looks good.
I disagree with that.
They all just add more. Especially because they added more in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for the Hoenn Pokemon. Like, they just add extra stuff on the Pokemon.
What the fuck time do you need?
Sableye, now he holds a gem as a shield and hides behind it. And Sharpedo just has extra like shards on him. Felix looks awful. Slowbro, I think, is in his shell. He's just hiding in it.
I like one of the Mewtwo's, but not the one everyone else likes. I like the one that makes him a fighting type. Because I think that, yeah, Mega Mewtwo X is my favorite, because the Y one is the one they use in Smash Bros.
Yeah. I just think it's dumb because he's already a legendary. Why make him even more overpowered? And we've had Psychic and Fighting types before. It's nothing like special.
Is there any combination we haven't had at this point?
Probably. Usually Flying gets like some... Flying up in the first 4 gens could never just be a sole Flying type. It was always normal in Flying, and I think it was always a secondary type. Because that does kind of matter sometimes, like the order in the pair. And I don't think Flying was ever first. It wasn't until Gen 5 with those stupid weather legendaries that they added, where they all look the same but recolored. There's just a pure Flying type one.
Gen 5, the weird color legendaries. The ones that are on the clouds.
Yeah, Landorus, Thundurus, or whatever. And then they added forms for them in Black 2 and White 2 that are like on land. I think it was what they had, like land form and sky form or something.
That sounds really stupid.
Yeah, legendaries did get bad kind of quickly. Even like Gen 2, it's like Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are cool, but then they're like, let's do the same thing, but they're beasts on land.
Yeah, Entei, Raikou,
And
and
Suicune is
Suicune.
water type, even though he's known to be an ice move.
Gen 3,
Instead of Mew, we have Celebi.
Gen 3 had the
Reggie, like,
yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
Rebrail.
Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza.
I think they're fine.
Those are fine. Yeah, I especially like,
Deoxys is your new Mewtwo, and Jirachi's your new Mew.
even though they're not obtainable in game.
Yeah, one of the events. Because they added Deoxys you can get in Fire and Leaf 3 in the same way.
So you said it's by a barrel.
This is coming up. Like, so at the end of this town, you see that barrel way off in the distance. It's right in front of it.
Oh god, I did not see that at all.
It blends in a little. But yeah, that's where it is. Then like by Gen 4, the legendaries got done. Because then there's Uxie,
Mesprit and Azelf. Do they?
They're
They?
three Mews basically.
I was gonna
They're all
say.
psychic type. They are all psychic.
I kind of like the story behind them though.
Yeah, that they like support the main legendaries.
Yeah, they create balance for.
Yeah.
I like Giratina.
Yeah. Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina are fine, but I always thought Giratina and Cresselia were like the pair.
But it's
Like,
Darkrai.
as the third. Yeah,
Darker.
and there's Dark.
Yeah.
Darkrai, I like. He's overpowered with Dark Lord. Shaman is alright, I guess. But then they added like the Sky form and Platinum. And Arceus is cool because he changes to whatever type you want. And you'll see it in Smash 4, but when you use Arceus, he's using Gravity. And it just Meteor smashes everyone. Even though in Pokemon Gravity, all it does is it nerfs flying types, so you can hit them with ground moves. Or any Pokemon that have the levitate ability.
Rotom.
With like Magnum Hunt. Oh yeah, Rotom. Rotom's weird though, because he's not considered a legendary, but he plays the legendary music when you fight him. He's not actually legendary.
And then Manphy? No.
Oh, yeah, Manaphy and Fion, but Fion's not considered legendary.
Which is interesting for some reason.
I wish I saw that poster of all the Pokemon up until that point.
And then what after that is...
Because then it's like Victini and like Black and White who comes before the starters. It's the Zero Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't understand that choice at all.
The Victory Pokemon. Ooh. Because then by that point I don't know them. Then there's like the stupid Cloud ones. Reshiram and Zekrom are boring. And then Kyurem fuses with each of them. So it's like, yeah, no, Legendary is already strong. I'm just making it stronger. Black and White is the tipping point of the series, really, in terms of Pokemon design. Because they had like an American do them. No offense, but like they all suck.
I'm trying to think. What?
I like because that was the worst part of the game. I liked the game. It tried to be different, and it succeeded in being different. But the Pokemon themselves just weren't good, and it was very stressful not having any familiar Pokemon and all these bad designs.
Come on, you don't like Yilgvalda.
I don't remember what my team was. I had the game and I beat it, but I
No.
didn't really like any post game stuff.
It's the legendary from Y.
Uh,
Yilgvalda.
At that point, I didn't even know. But
Yeah,
let's make a mascot. Then let's make an X and a Y Pokemon. Let's make a Sun and Moon Pokemon that we already had. Let's make a Sword and Shield Pokemon that we already had. Oh, and now let's make different versions of legendaries called mythical Pokemon. Oh yeah, Mew.
So, I don't know if you have plans with me, but I might not have any days off next week.
Oof.
One of my manager's mom might have passed away.
Wait, what?
One of the manager's moms might have passed away today.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
Why is that a might
might-
have?
because it's unclear with the text that she sent. So, good job. So, I might work Tuesday and Sunday.
I mean, that's fine.
Not really.
More money, right?
Yeah.
Do your part in all this.
Sword and Shield legendaries are fucking god awful.
Yeah, like we already had Sword and Shield Pokemon.
They just look like
And they're
the.
because they're dogs. There's a dog with a sword in its mouth and a dog with a shield for a head. I even hate the box art. The box art is some of the worst box art in gaming I've ever seen. It looks like a DeviantArt drawing. With the shading and everything, but no, that's the official artwork. I want to talk about how amazing some of the classic artwork was. Even Heart Gold and Soul Silver may not look too special, but the manual, the paper was a different material. It was awesome.
What?
It's like a corset kind of paper manual to show that it's like maybe like some Japanese folklore and it's like on some like papyrus or something. It wasn't like glossy like the other DS manuals were.
Can I ask you to look up a Pokemon for me and tell me it doesn't just look like the Shield legendary? Look up Solgaleo.
Yeah.
I swear to God, when I saw the Shield legendary, I thought it was just that Pokemon.
Yeah, it just looked like that. But like it just looks like Entei. Like why would you need Pokemon that looks like that? I
Again.
think every region it's like, oh, another bird Pokemon, rodent Pokemon. They keep replacing them. I mean, I'm starting to appreciate it a little more because in post game of Heart Gold, it's like I'm kind of happy to see these trainers using these similar Pokemon. It adds more variety. So instead of just playing Rattata and Geodude and Zubat all the time. And especially because you get to rematch the gym leaders and they use Gens 3 and 4 Pokemon. And it's cool, it's like, oh, what's Lieutenant Surge going to be using? Even in the post game, they sometimes use different Pokemon. Like, he still had his Raichu, but I forget. He brought out, like, a newer Pokemon. Oh, he had Electrike from home. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know, a gym leader that only existed, like, back in the first gen is now using, like, these newer Pokemon. And I always thought that was cool. So that's the only reason I think that they can, like, making more and more Pokemon is cool. It's just if the designs are gonna be bad and they're, like, already similar to what old Pokemon were, then there's no point. Like, Black and White had some bad stuff. It's like, oh, let's make trash and a gear and an ice cream cone Pokemon. But at least they're unique. The trash is kind of similar to Grimer and Muck, though. That's what I most compare them to, especially with, like, lowland forms where they're, like, rainbow.
Did you?
What?
Do you want something to eat?
Were you making something?
I'm going to do DoorDash.
What are you getting?
I don't know.
But you have to know, you have to send it to Chris's house too.
No.
He's here.
He can come over if he wants to. His mom can go fuck herself. You hear that, buddy? I'm just kidding. You know.
At least I can only hear. some
I'm
of it.
kind of in the mood,
Yeah, Discord's
and
great.
I don't know if you've ever had this, but Buffalo Wild Wings,
No, I haven't.
it's so good.
Sounds really good right now. I don't think I've ever been there, but
I've never been there.
I don't know. It's
I'll see.
kind of hard, but I don't know if it's
Open.
what's the word? Well, yeah, that or DoorDash. I don't know if that's DoorDash. But we'll see.
Yeah, they don't have one close by.
You in?
I mean, if you want.
I'll do you a favor, Tom. Look it up. Seriously. As he walks away, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah,
I'll just tell him.
follow through. What is the closest one?
Is Red Hot Robin back open yet?
Not yet. I don't know when. It's probably Wednesday, they said, but. It says the streets, but not the actual towns. Come on, Google. Actually, physically look on the map.
That.
Map out with the tongue and the pen.
Did you see that section?
No, I'm looking at Buffalo Wild Wings. There's one in Windsor, apparently, and Manchester. Those are the closest ones. Where'd you go? Next
Well,
one.
right now. So if they open things back up in June, the quarantine will end in June. That's the plan they have right now.
When?
June.
The virus clears out enough, and sure. But then they're saying it's going to be going on in the fall, so.
Well, there's going to be a bounce back if people don't take things seriously. If people are getting in groups, whatever. But if people are not taking precautions while getting in groups, like if they're just being reckless, not washing or whatever, cleaning or whatever you need to do, then yeah, you're gonna get sick again.
The second we do our first Skype stream, Corona just disappears from the face of the earth and we can all go back to normal. I don't know if he knows I am deleting Discord when it's over. Regardless, I'm just deleting it because I think I already did, and I re-downloaded it just for this.
Yeah, I mean, getting through the Borderlands games is like,
Yeah, it's only time for that. But
That's
it's gonna be done at some point.
yeah.
Soon. We're not gonna do Borderlands 2 right away, right?
I was gonna just play it with you one-on-one. Because the game is a lot just easier. And there's a lot more stuff going on.
Yeah.
I wasn't
You're
gonna-
not even done with Sharky, right?
Technically, so the plan is he wanted to do it on PC anyway. So I was going to play it with you, get to where we were on PC, and then from there on, then do it with Sharky.
Alright.
Because me and Sharky just finished the first DLC that he literally has a moment that he finds so beautiful, he made me fucking pause. He muted the audio and made me shut up for a cutscene.
Well, I know there's a part, like, I already know my character or whatever ends up working with,
How do you know that?
so... Because I've seen it, like, I think I was watching you and Sharky play it.
Like when we were streaming?
Yeah. Because I remember I was there for some of it.
I don't remember
I
that.
was at that part.
Yeah, the 4 characters are story characters in Borderlands 3.
I think that's cool.
Or Borderlands 2. And then
Pokemon where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna go on a mountain. Bye.
I still think it's stupid that the characters are not in cutscenes when you have a Siren Eater in Borderlands 3, ignoring the character who is playing as a Siren. And the fact that... You go.
I hope Red knows that I'm transferring a level 100 Pokemon over from my other games to challenging me. He's not gonna be expecting a level 100, like whatever. Because he has like level 90 Pokemon, I'm not gonna be able to have a team.
Level 90? I thought it was 70s.
I think it's like 90. Like in the 80s, and I think it's like Pikachu's in level 90.
Even though Pikachu is not a part of his main roster, but that's fine.
Yeah, so let me tell you my idea for like the perfect Pokemon game. It's a remake of Red and Blue again. But I had this idea
Again.
back then. I had this idea back when Max and Connor were randomly watching the anime. It's like I really loved how fleshed out Kanto was in the show, and that would be the only reason I'd ever watch the show, even up until like the later seasons, just to see the region like imagined in the show. Just like seeing all the towns, not just these little, grid areas where you can only see them from one angle. Even in Let's Go, you can only see them from the same angle. But like Pokemon centers, like there's one that's a lodge. It's like a cabin lodge with like, it's still a hospital. There's a hospital room where the Pokemon stay. There's a little lounge when you walk in, and people sitting around eating. Like they got food at a restaurant that's in the Pokemon Center. I really love that whole idea. Like imagine that as a game, but no, they'll put a little lodge, but there's nothing to do at it. Just talk to someone who doesn't have anything useful to say.
The first game with an open camera is Sword and Shield,
Yeah.
which is sad as shit.
But then they don't really fully utilize. They just try to copy Breath of the Wild, and it's like, oh, we don't have roots anymore. It's now just called Wild Area.
What the hell? I just got a power up in this extra gem route.
So Pogo gets power up.
No, that's for Crash.
Oh. Weird. Was it just a better belly flop to be able to belly flop more things?
It's, I think it's like, fuck. Oh, there was nothing in that drink. Good.
That's the one thing I really didn't like about Donkey Kong 64. They have power-ups, and there's just different levels of them. So, you get a ground pound, you need to use the ground pound switches, which you can only ground pound with each of those Kong's faces on them. But then there's like different colored switches, and you need the better version of it just to be able to ground pound that color. They start doing stuff like that, where you gotta have the next level of it. Not because like, oh, it's, better impact. No, it's just because the color, or just says, oh, you don't have the right power up for it, or like the right level for it. It's still same size switch and everything. It would be one thing with like a massive switch that you need the better one to do. I think they do have different animations at least. They'll go to that level, but that's it.
Oh yeah, it's just a bigger belly flop. It literally serves no purpose to me.
Yeah.
It's like a power up in Sly 1.
It's like the SpongeBob movie game where SpongeBob and Patrick have to learn abilities through spending like the money you get. And a lot of them are abilities that they already had in Battle for Bikini Bottom. Like Patrick picking up things and throwing them, you have to learn that. And in Battle for Bikini Bottom, you belly flop and like it stuns the enemies around you, so you can pick them up and throw them. You have to learn that as an upgrade in the movie game. First, you have to learn the belly flop, and then you have to learn the upgraded version, which does just what it already did by default in Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's what I hate about that game, and that's why our run got killed. Because I upgraded the wrong stuff. I decided to upgrade health instead. And instead of like finding the health upgrade, you have to spend money on them. For each character too. So, like SpongeBob has to get his, and then Patrick has to get his own.
Wow, Ratchet and Clank much?
But anyway, so for like my Pokemon ideas, like I love how like fleshed out Kanto was. I know they added like new towns and stuff to it too, besides all the crucial ones. And like that's fine because that's what remakes like do. Like they add new areas to really like add more. And I just like that whole idea. It's like, what if that was in a game where you can turn the camera anywhere? Because then when they announced like Let's Go, I was like, oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna remake Kanto and HD and everything, and it's gonna be, not on a grid anymore, and it's gonna let you turn the camera and really see these regions. No, it's just a one-for-one remake, but bogged down for babies.
I don't personally get that game. I don't get the appeal.
Yeah. Let's
Matt?
make the rival nice because of our bad excuse that I don't want to rant about again. And well, it's not even make a rival; it's supposed to replace the rival. And well, at least Blue is still in the game, but you're now just a new group of people reenacting the events that they already did.
Wow, this the game starts out. When am I supposed to say this line? Oh,
Like I just loved in Heart or like Gold and Silver how Blue now is the 8th gym leader because Giovanni is gone, so he takes over as the gym leader, and it's kind of like after
what
the
game?
young days, Gold and Silver.
oh
I
yeah.
love the change in gym leaders too, because like a lot of them did change in Elite Four, because it's the same Indigo Plateau. That's where Kanto and Johto meet in the middle. So you are in the same Pokemon League. It's just the lineup has changed. Lance is promoted to the champion. A couple of them are gone. Lorelei, the Ice Girl, is gone, and like I think Agatha was like the Ghost Lady. She's gone. But Lance moved up. Bruno is still there, the fighting type guy, but Koga, the gym leader, is now promoted to the Elite Four. And they added, I think his name's Will, he's like a psychic Elite Four member. So in Koga's place is his daughter Janine, so she's like the new gym leader. Blue replaces Giovanni as the gym leader, and he still has like all types, he doesn't have a specific type. I think the rest of them are the same. But it has like the little changes like that.
I really hate Pokemon's lore. Because, like, so you find 150 Pokemon, right? And Professor Oak is like, good job, you completed the Pokedex. What about every other continent? Do you expect me to believe that they don't know any other continent that has Pokemon? And that they found 1,000 more species? But it's just like, in every single game, it's like, oh, you found every Pokemon until this next continent's discovered. And it's not like it's discovered, each continent has a history.
What they end up doing in the remakes is you have, in all the games, like you have your regional decks and then your national decks. National is every single Pokemon that exists up to that point. And the regional is just what were in that game. And so in Heart Gold and Silver they acknowledge, like there's a guy that's like, oh, you know there's over 400 types of Pokemon out there. They acknowledge that there are other continents, but only within Johto can you get, you know, a certain amount. So you can complete the regional decks. But when you beat the game, Oak just upgrades it to the national decks, but like, yeah.
So, like, I knew that, but even still, when you complete the national dex and you get the text saying you completed the national dex, it's still like, no, you didn't.
Yeah. Because then the next generation has become more.
Which is why I was thinking they should make a Pokemon game where it's all about exploration of a new continent, like you're actually discovering these Pokemon. Or like the point of the game is to go to varying islands and discover the Pokemon. It doesn't all have to be about Pokemon battles. You can have story reasons and lore and shit.
Yeah. Luckily, they've been adding less, like ever since I think X and Y. Got only maybe 70 new Pokemon.
With Sword and Shield?
I think they don't really add as many anymore.
But like, they need to find...
They added over 150, which is the most amount they ever added.
The fact that Sword and Shield legitimately did really poorly is a bad sign for the series. Because Sword and Shield did bad sales-wise.
They better learn their lesson.
It's because, like...
They will get the chance to make other games because, you know, Pokemon sells.
I mean, I'm just saying, the sales for the game were far from impressive.
And it's literally only because of that whole, we don't have other Pokemon in it.
Oh no. Oh no, the game is actual trash.
Yeah.
So like, they talked, some Pokemon, even though they said, oh, we're gonna put more care into animations, some Pokemon don't even move when, like, Tail Whip is just whipping the model. There's no animation.
Yeah, I know they still did that. They definitely did recycle models and stuff.
They don't have turning around animations for the Pokemon, so any actual cutscenes where a Pokemon turns around just doesn't happen. They just kind of do the...
Yes, games, but just in HD. That's what the graphics are.
It's just a really bad looking game. There's a scene where it says in the text audience clapping, but there's no one clapping in the audience if you look at the models. It's like it's a bunch of stuff like that. It's like I can't get behind this. And I was hopeful. I was like, maybe this will be a good fucking game. It's not. Sharky bought it though.
Yeah.
Don't know why. He even told me he doesn't like it.
The only reason we still call him the kid. Nothing else about him.
I'm so proud of him. The fact that he does not play Fortnite.
What?
I'm so proud of the fact that he does not play Fortnite. He didn't fall into the trap of Fortnite. And that was my stomach. Even though I just ate, my stomach is already telling me I'm hungry.
Yeah, with like my Pokemon idea, I just would like love to see a full like remake of Kanto, reimagined, not just one-for-one remake, but just new like towns, like everything from the show. If you just take from what the show did, so I really love the depiction of it. It's like a city really feels like a city now. You're there for longer than just quick you could get get out, like other stuff to do. A lot of it, like, it should all be optional, though. But basically do it like Breath of the Wild, but in Pokemon. The routes can still be linear, like paths. That's how it was. Or maybe not as paths. Like, make it like the show, where, it's a little more wide open. You can actually go through forests, like the ones that just block off, not like Viridian Forest kind of like forest, but maybe like you can actually just go through the forest and cut through the region. I always wish they would do that, like cut through. So like maybe put towns in the middle. So then they go all the way around. I mean, they fly, but still, like actually getting to walk around the region.
Can you still not do
None
that?
of that. There's no, like in those games, I don't know about like later ones, but yeah, it's just the roots, and you can't like cut through in between because there's no roots there in town. So there's just trees bordering around everything. But just imagine being able to walk through those, add new stuff in between. It's like Breath of the Wild has none of that. There's no areas you just can't go. Except beyond the borders. And the borders don't feel like borders. Because what they do is there's just an ocean, and you can only swim so far before you run out of stamina. And then it's just giant valleys, where if you fall, it's like you fall and you have to like respawn. And they make it where you can see land beyond, but it's so far that you can't physically glide there without running out of stamina or just like falling down far enough.
So they don't put invisible walls or anything, is what you're saying?
Nope. I've been to every continent, and I don't think they have any invisible walls like that.
You've beaten the game completely?
Except doing all the quests, so yeah, mostly completely.
I didn't even know that Zelda game had quests. You ever play that? You ever play that Zelda for Xbox?
I'm starting to really like games that are open like that. Kind of like the 7 remake of Breath of the Wild, where it's like there's just a lot to do, and you can do it at your own pace.
Even Borderlands?
There's only so much you can do in that game. I mean, I like the openness of it, but I mean, all you do is just the game. There's no like side stuff. It's not like, I mean, I like being able to do whatever quests you want.
When me and Sharky were playing 2, we were doing different quests at the same time, but like it does not seem like that's a thing in 1. That was kind of what the appeal was. It was like he was doing a quest and I was doing a quest. It's like we worked for the same company. and they were just like, get it done, and we did it. I feel like you should give Horizon a shot. I legitimately feel like you would like it. You don't think you would?
No.
Why is that?
I don't like the setting or like the characters or anything.
To Horizon?
Yeah.
What have you seen the game?
You played it?
For like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Dude, play games for yourself. Don't let me or CGR tell you what a good game is. Where is the clock?
Well, the best part I thought of for the Pokemon idea is it's 4 players. And it's not necessarily co-op, it's just you can have 4 people doing the same thing in real time in the same like region. So what it is you and your rivals. So like it makes sense because like your rival only just shows up every now and then. You might be like, oh, I beat this gym leader, and like the gym leader, someone might imagine, oh, you know, this kid came by and really destroyed me. But like, why isn't your rival ever bothering the Team Rocket? The only time is in like Gold and Silver, like your rival does show up, but he doesn't help you. He's just there, and he's like, oh, I wiped out this member. I'm leaving now.
Diamond and Pearl.
Oh yeah, they do help. There's like some points where they might come in and help for a little bit, but like when they want to really be devoted to the cause, like you are, why do they just pop in a scripted time?
What?
Why don't you ever see them outside of when the game wants you to? Why aren't they there? Gold and Silver does it where your rival, before you even meet him, he's peeking into the laboratory because then he goes in and steals the starter.
In the same vein, why aren't you helping to kill ISIS?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you helping to kill ISIS? Just because someone you may know is in the fight against them.
I don't know, but it's like in the game where the rival has just as much power over your character for just going and like...
They never do. I don't know where you got this delusion to think rivals are that good. They've never been that good. Ever. Even in Red and Blue, the rivals have never been a strong... I never play the game and then at the credits been like, that was a really good rival. I'm more like, oh, all these gym leaders, all these fucking Elite Four members. Oh, look, there's Frank again, the guy named Dick Balls. Rivals are good, my fucking ass. I cannot believe you dead ass think, right? This is making me rethink. I don't think I want someone like you, a rival lover, to help me with that project anymore. This has really changed my opinion about you. Fucking rival lover. Rival loving fucking lover. Fucking blubbery rival lover. Fat Chris Picos loves the rivals.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
You're so stupid, I love it. Oh, just, I'll say things. I'm making fun of you. I'll say things. And then you go to say the same thing again. And then I keep interrupting you, thinking maybe you'll say something different. But then you just go say the same thing again.
Your insults are literally unheard.
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna...
They're in one Discord and obliterated out the others.
In the Discord and out the Skype.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, other way around. In the Skype, get...
Skype is like, we actually handpick every moment just and cut out. And we're going to present them to you, but only the parts where he cuts out.
How long have we been going?
79 minutes, so we can be done soon. This 4 should be over. Oh, one-way conversation.
This whole episode is a one-way conversation.
Yeah, this whole episode is.
What is this whole episode?
I don't know, because it cut out.
I really hope when I stop recording that Discord makes up its fucking mind.
We need to start talking like cavemen, like Max likes to do, where you use one word because it's all it's ever gonna pick up.
We're getting all good. What do you want?
I don't like
Your
Algren.
sentence is too
You
long.
want anything?
Your sentence is too long. I'm not gonna hear half of you.
What are we at?
So yeah,
What?
anyway with the Pokemon thing, it's like if you played as your rival, you're doing all the same. Because in the story, your rival does the same stuff that your character does. You just don't see most. So imagine just getting to play as him.
Doing the
and
same
being-
thing twice? You want to
Yeah,
be...
because like you fight gym leaders, each of them has to fight the gym leader to obtain the badge.
So
The only thing
why...
that would be different is like fighting the evil teams. That would be like a real-time thing where whoever's there doing it is the one doing it, and like if anyone else shows up later, it's already over.
But why would you
Gym
want to
leaders
do the
say
same thing
thing.
twice?
Well, you wouldn't. It'd just be you do it, and if you're doing multiplayer, the other person goes and does it because they have to get the badge themselves. And it's not a co-op experience, it's just a simultaneous experience. And it's like, oh, we're in the same world. It's like Smash Run, I guess is the best way to explain it. Where you're there, but you're doing your own thing. And then you can interact whenever you want. And maybe it's something like you can initiate battles with each other, and that's the rival battle. And like you actually get the experience from it. So that's why it's worth doing it. You can grind off each other. Unless someone's like way too overpowered. Or it'll be like, oh, you go to the daycare, but your rival put too many Pokemon in there and there's no room anymore. Or just you get to have 2 of each, and then you get to see your rival Pokemon interacting. And then you can decide if you want to team up to fight Team Rocket, or just have someone solo it, but your like chances are better if you all team up. And it'd be 4-player, and there are 4 characters technically. There's like red, there's blue.
Green, who's the girl?
Yeah, green from like the original, which was like in the manga and stuff. And then there's Leaf, which is like the new version of green. So there's your 4 characters.
2
Yeah,
girls,
those-
2 boys.
I mean, it makes sense, like, Leaf was added, and it's like, oh, do you want to be a boy or a girl? But then you never get to see the other character. Like, if you pick red, Leaf's just not in the game. There's, you know, only 2 houses. And it'll be like reworked. They each have their own house, you know. There's actually more than just a kitchen in the kid's bedroom. It's actually a full house. Maybe, you know, there's something called Dad in Pokemon that could exist. And not just in Ruby and Sapphire.
I don't think that's even anatomically correct, Chris. What even is that?
Oh, there's Tiny again. Being an obstacle.
What is that word you just said?
Dad.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Or it's like iCarly, where literally only one parent is mentioned of each character. They literally just don't acknowledge the other parent.
I mean,
Sometimes they don't have any parents, but then at the end of the show, it's like their dad shows up and he's in the military. But the mom is never acknowledged.
that's all of Disney, though. You ever notice that even in the animated movies, there's always just one parent. There are some exceptions to the rule, but like Little Mermaid, it's just Neptune.
Yeah, where's Ariel's mom?
And Lion King,
Nemo, it's explained at least. Nemo, yeah, Mufasa, and I don't know. No, he isn't.
nope.
Nemo has a mom, or not Nemo, Simba. It's in the beginning of the movie when he's like held over the Pride Rock.
I thought that was just his dad.
There, it does have a mom. It depends.
Let's see. Where's the other?
It's gonna be hard for me to join you because I can't hear you.
It's
That's
so
why I'm
weird. I can hear you perfectly.
That's why I'm doing the talking right now, because you can hear me, but I can't hear you, so I can't like contribute to anything to say. But yeah, it'd be like just super cool to do a 4-player like
Toy Story.
show remake. Yeah. This theory going inside. That's why I like Ruby and Sapphire the most, because the reason you moved to Hoenn is because your dad's a gym leader, and it's closer to work. And it's like a few towns away, so you know, hikes in the morning all the way. You know, the regions are pretty small in the game. If you happen to measure it out and like, oh, your character's 1 block wide, and you know, you're thinking how big a person is. You really like do that in scale, yeah. I can see 8 towns in my peripheral vision.
Are you game theory now?
That's what I liked about Black and White, is they made the scope of the region huge. It's a tiny region in reality. There's only 10 routes, I think, in the game, or something small like that. But there's like an entire town based on New York City, and it's huge.
In what?
And like the camera in Black and White, because the Unova region's based on New York, and the central city in the game is huge. The camera even pans out, so you're just tiny on the screen, and the camera turns and everything. And you're like walking, the city's a circle, and you actually like walk around the circle. That can push the hardware of the DS. Like the DS couldn't handle the game. So there's a lot of like, the DS isn't strong enough for this problems with the game. Like all the Pokemon are fully animated, but then like it lags. And when they're low on health, they decide to cut down the animations, so the frame rate is just really choppy.
I thought it just slowed down the animation. I didn't think it affected the frame rate.
Yeah, it does, but like then it's choppy looking. It looks unfinished.
Probably is.
And then they like tint them different colors depending on the status ailment. So if they're frozen, they're completely frozen. Stuff like that.
You know what they need to bring back for Pokemon? The sounds of the attacks being so satisfying.
Yeah. I always loved them in Gen 3 the most. They're quick animations.
Yeah.
In the DS games, they take way too long. There's a lot of pausing. And just animations take forever. There's always like, Taco... That's it.
I was thinking of in the third Hoenn, the ice attacks having that distinct sound. I don't think you know what I'm talking about.
The one that comes to mind is Aurora Beam I can remember some of them, like the Sun Blizzard, like the I always love the Absorb ones with like they carried that over in on the DS game, the healing noise. But then it gets dumb where it's like, oh, you use a potion on a Pokemon. In any other game before, it's like, the health goes up. Now if you use it on the Pokemon that's active,
Can you keep an eye out?
it does like a stupid animation of them
Jason?
like getting
Yeah.
healed at
5:45.
5 seconds. And then the health.
Be right.
Anytime you use any sort of medicine on a Pokemon in battle, it takes way too long to do animation. But yeah, then they should like do the same for all the regions, really, like do like open-ended versions of them. It'd be a little tough with like the later games because they're more characters, but like there's gold and silver can do it because there's gold or Ethan as they renamed them. There's your rival silver.
They named him Ethan?
Yeah, they renamed him to Ethan instead of Gold. So
Why?
in the anime, there's Gold, but I think they gave him another name, and then Ethan shows up later in like the Diamond and Pearl ones when they like revisit Johto to promote the game. So there's 2 different versions of the same character. But Silver keeps his name. And then there's Chris from Pokemon Crystal, who is kind of like a beta for May. And then they changed her to Lyra in Heart Gold and Silver.
Lyra?
Before that, yeah, Lyra. And then but then the thing is, in like Ruby and Sapphire, it was kind of done that your rival is just the other player character. But then if you think about it, you technically have two rivals. Then there's Wally, who he doesn't get the rival battle theme, but you fight him over and over, and it sucks until the last fight. But that's your rival, kinda. There's three characters, there's not a fourth. And then Diamond and Pearl, you know, you have your two. That's the first one where it's like, oh, the other, second one, the other playable character is part of the story as well. And then Barry, you just need a fourth one. And then Black and White, they can do it because you have two rivals in that game. But the other player character isn't anywhere to be found, so you can put them back in. So most of them can be done with like a 4-player kind of thing. Which is really cool. The other idea I thought of for a game is the second 7 remake. Because it's just Midgar in the first one, and it is it's very linear compared to the rest of the game. What they should do is just give it the Breath of the Wild treatment for the rest of the game. Let you do anything in any order. Because the game just then becomes go to whatever area, do the thing, and then leave. And you have to do it in certain orders for the most part, but like what if you didn't? And you could just kind of do anything whenever. Maybe you can just go fight Sephiroth whenever you want. Because anytime you see him, it's just a projection of him. He's still at the Northern Cave waiting. So, what if you could just go there and do whatever? But then the other thing is like, Aerith wouldn't die if you decided to skip that part. So maybe it's like you have to do a main quest, but then all the other stuff is side quests. Because like Tifa and Vincent are optional already. But then like going to Cosmo Canyon and doing Red 13 stuff, the only really big story related thing is you learn the lore of the game. But what if you just skip it? Like what if that was something? You go to Fort Condor and you have to do this whole defense minigame, which I don't see how it's mandatory in the game, but I guess it is. But you don't have to do it when it tells you. You can do it whenever. Like that could theoretically be skipped. Gold Saucer could be skipped, and Barrett's Coral Town, his whole backstory could be skipped if you like. That'd be cool.
AKA, you want to play Final Fantasy VII, but you don't want to actually play the game.
I didn't hear.
I said, AKA, you want to play Final Fantasy VII, but you don't actually want to have to play the game.
At the exact same moment. Start after Final Fit.
Fantasy VII, but you don't want to play the game.
Play the
Game.
Okay. That's all I had to do there.
For fuck's sake, it's like we're fucking. It's like. It's like.
Two old people.
It's like I'm an autistic child and you're a composer.
I'm a deaf guy.
You're a deaf guy.
It literally is like I'm deaf, but I'm on a voice chat. But like it'd be cool if they were optional and you can do it in any order you want. A lot of Vince 7 you can do it in an order that you want, but then some stuff you have to do in sequence. That doesn't seem to impact the story that much. That's how it is in all of them, kind of. But it'd be cool if it was.
Oh wow,
Like,
you
loud, you can do that.
you actually cut out for once. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, like Breath of the Wild, you can fight Ganon as soon as you get off the plateau, and you can do any of the 4 main quests in any order you want. So I wish like 7 became that, and like you're just walking around the overworld and there's people, you know, taking a hike, or you know, enemies are attacking them, so you can go over and help them to get a reward. I hope it becomes that instead of like a linear thing with chapters and missions. So I wish they just like completely change it for part 2 and really justify why they're separate.
Yeah, the fact that they're
Like the only requirements to like beat Sephiroth is you have to like do Aerith stuff and she has to die and all that kind of thing. And then Cloud's like tie up to his backstory, and then as soon as you do that, you can just head straight to Sephiroth. Like you can skip Sid if you wanted to. You don't even need the airship.
What is the airship gonna be like? What is the overworld gonna be like?
But yeah, like the scope of it. Midgar was so fleshed out. I don't know how they're gonna do an overworld.
They might not. That's what I'm worried about.
That's what I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid they're gonna make it just the same size as it was in the original, and everything else is gonna be the same. And they're just gonna expand it.
No, what I'm saying is, I wonder if they're even gonna have the overworld period.
Like no overworld.
Because what would be the point in a game like that?
Yeah, might just skip over them. I'm actually afraid they're gonna cut things out. They're gonna be like, oh, the details that weren't necessary. Like there's no calm, there's no Fort Condor, and there's no like Bone Town or the snowy area. Like none of that was really impactful to the story at all. So let's just cut it out. They might do that and then add new stuff. Because what they did towards the end, they just added a bunch of new stuff. They could just make new towns and new plot points and just place the game.
And it's also Square
It's
Enix.
gonna be like,
Square
also
Enix
afraid
always
it's
does
gonna
that.
be Rebuild. Yeah, we're thinking it's gonna be like the rebuild movies where they just completely skew the plot off and it just becomes a brand new story.
Rebuild?
Could be that. Like the Evangelion movie,
Oh.
where it was the same and then they just completely changed everything.
Yeah, those
So
movies
retell
weren't
the
very
story,
good.
make a new story. Yeah.
The fourth, what is it called? Yeah, the fourth Impact.
And almost started, yeah, like they did a fourth impact and it's like, oh, we gotta present the fifth impact.
And for some reason, the fifth Impact is what did the world in. Yeah, no, let's hope it's not like that. Did that last Evangelion movie ever come out?
I don't know. Let's see. So it's called Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Rise Upon a Time.
That's the stupidest title I've ever heard.
It has no set release date. Originally expected for 2015. And has been delayed because of Corona. It was originally supposed to come out June 27th.
Oh.
Like, Corona is just canning so many things. That Scoob movie is now just coming out digitally instead of theatrically. Good. It didn't deserve the theater.
A theater. I'm really sucking. I thought this was gonna be quick. You'd think a time trial's quick.
The poster for the movie's out, and that's it. And it shows a railroad track with text that in Japanese it says "Bye bye all of Evangelion," so it's likely the last one.
Well, they already said, the creator said that was the last thing.
Yeah, the guy's been pushing himself to not be gotta move on.
Yeah, especially if you're something that's gonna end up not being worth it. Because let's be honest, this last movie isn't gonna fix it. There's too much damage done by the other rebuild movies already.
Yeah.
They the characters are just skewed versions of themselves at this point. Like, why the fuck is... What is the girl that ends up getting the eye patch? Who's the girl that ends up getting the eye patch?
Asuka?
Yeah, why the... Not Asuka, the other one. The one that's like the motherly person.
Oh, Misato?
Yeah, why the fuck is Misato immediately blaming the kid? She hates his... Like... So they completely skewed her character because of one decision the movie made. So, like, none of the characters even act like themselves anymore. But also, why do these movies exist in the first place? They already retconned the ending. They already said the ending sucks, let's rewrite it. Rewrote the ending, and now they're doing it again? Doesn't make any sense to me. No, they're doing it again, but with more money. No, not that way. God, I hate this. No! I'm doing it off camera. Fuck this. I'm done.